Hello, Sagittarius. This is Dawn Preolette, and I'm here with your monthly relationship reading for September 20th through October 20th. And this is a general reading, although it is geared for relationships specifically. Some of it may apply to you. Also, be sure to check the reading for your rising sign, your moon sign, and actually for your Venus too, if you know what sign your Venus is in, because that will also give you some more information. And if you, after this reading, if you would like a more specific reading that is geared specifically to you and your situation, be sure to check the information box in the description, and you will be given a link that you can go to. I'm doing a special reading, and it's for a limited time, a 2-question reading where you will actually have a video sent to you. Much like what I'm doing today, although of course it's going to be geared specifically to you and your specific questions. And that reading is on special for only $22, so you might want to get that one while it lasts because it's only for a limited time. So without further ado, let's get on with your reading. So in the first position, before we get started, I want to tell you, in order to make this much more meaningful for you, please think of a question that you want to ask about your relationship, or if you're looking for a relationship, you might want to ask about what's blocking you, what's getting in the way of manifesting a soulmate. And you might want to jot down that question, because in the final card is going to be kind of the answer card, the answer to your question, or the final outcome. Okay, so you want to jot that down. Okay, so the first card is in the how you view your partner position, and that is Three of Pentacles. Three of Pentacles sometimes refers to a person who is an apprentice, someone who's just kind of getting started in life. But also sometimes this card can refer to like the first phase of having your goal completed. So for some of you, you may see your partner as kind of like, okay, this is, one of the phases of my goals, that makes my life complete. That's the way you see your partner. Or it may actually be that he is some kind of apprentice and he's just kind of getting started in life, or, maybe he's just graduated, or maybe he is actually an apprentice at something. But also another meaning for this card is somebody who is good at working as part of a team. And so what they're telling me is it may be that you're thinking of him as, like he would be a good father, good person to work as part of a family, part of the family unit that can work in cooperation with others. Now the second card is how your partner views you. This one, I mean, just look at the card, Seven of Swords. This is a person who can be a little sneaky, a little tends to sneak away, or avoid, what I'm hearing is avoiding conflict is what I'm hearing. Okay, because this card can have a lot of meanings, but what I'm actually hearing in my head right now is someone who avoids conflict at any cost. And if that is you, this could lead to a lot of problems, because what ends up happening is, even when you're unhappy about something, you won't speak up and speak your truth because you're so afraid that it's going to cause an argument or a conflict of some kind. And then somewhere down the road, you end up absolutely exploding all over the place because you've been holding your feelings inside. So that is a potential problem. And the third card is your needs. This one almost made me kind of laugh because, you know, I mean, the whole thing about, your needs within a romantic relationship, we kind of tend to think that a relationship is here to fulfill our needs as we uh, as we perceive them. And that's not what relationship is about at all. This is what gets us in trouble because we think the relationship, they have to fulfill my needs. Well, fulfill your own needs, okay? But anyway, in this position, this is basically saying the Queen of Cups, she's a very emotional person. And even if you're a man and you're watching this could also be you. Because basically what it's saying is you want your emotional needs to be taken care of in this relationship. Well, yeah, we all kind of would like to have that. But the key to really, having a successful relationship is understanding that nobody is here to fulfill your needs. You need to take care of and take full responsibility for 100% of your own needs and emotions and what you're creating, because um, you are actually creating all of this. This is like a big, it's like a video game or something. You're creating all of this. So it's up to you to deal with your childhood wounds and what you didn't get from mom and dad. That's up to you. Um, so anyhow, that's what that's about. And your partner's needs. Six of Pentacles. Your partner is kind of wanting, a give and take relationship. And possibly, Pentacles has often to do with money and very down to earth issues, daily life issues like money. So it would appear that your partner's looking for somebody who could maybe be an equal partner of sorts. Possibly, financially speaking, but not necessarily, everything having to be even Steven financially, because sometimes there are other ways to give in a relationship that are not always financial. But whatever that is, that's what this is saying. He wants a give and take, or she wants a give and take relationship. And so the next position, which is the current state of the relationship. Wow. Five of Pentacles. This is like feeling out in the cold. I mean, if you look at the picture, these people are literally outside in the cold. And it looks like they're out right outside of a church where they could get nice and warm, or maybe the church could take them in or something. But, so one of you or both of you maybe is feeling kind of out in the cold. Whether that's an emotional coldness or distance. Um, and I'm just hearing maybe there's, not enough time for each other, enough time for the relationship itself. And for those of you that are looking for a relationship, that may definitely be how you feel right now, kind of lonely and out in the cold. But just remember, as I said, if you want your emotional needs fulfilled, this is something you're going to have to work on for yourself. Because if you go out and you're looking for love because you think that this person is going to make you feel better about yourself, you are in for a big surprise. And that may be why you're not attracting anyone too. Um, the path that you want the relationship to follow. Queen of Swords. Wow. This is somebody who gets right to the point. There's a lot of mental energy here. I'll show you upright. Swords are about mental energy and logic and a lot of thought. And because it came up in the reverse, my feeling about this is that you want to be able to be less thoughtful about this and more emotional. You want to lose yourself. Wow, they just said lose yourself in the relationship. You don't want to have to think about it. You're kind of looking for a relationship to be like a safe space. And that sounds very nice.